Never thought I'd be able to use the purple light again this month, but hey, I'm not complaining. What's going on, guys? Welcome to part 2 of the Halloween special, the review of the latest movie from Henry Selick, the guy that brought us Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline, called Wendell and Wild. This is a Netflix exclusive movie that came out October 28th, but it's not until today I actually got to see it. So, now that I have seen it, I can tell you that it is a great film. It is absolutely worth your time, and you should definitely check it out. But with that said, I don't think it's as good as Nightmare. I'd say it's about on the level of Coraline, but it's not better than Nightmare Before Christmas, not even close. But it is a great film, and I'm excited to talk about it with you guys today. First, let's talk about the stop motion. It's what you expect from Henry Selick. There is some great stop motion here. It's creative, it's unique, the designs are all very out there and bizarre, but also have this kind of dark beauty to them. It's a bit hard to explain, but once you actually watch the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. However, there are a few designs that I feel like didn't really get enough time in the development process, like the nuns, for example. Not the main nun, not Sister Helena, I'm talking about the other two nuns. Like, their designs are just a little too creepy. Even for this movie, it just seems a bit off-putting. But the world building, the way everything else is designed, the rest of the characters' designs, they're all really cool. I especially really like Kat's design. Just that rebellious survivor type, and I really do enjoy it. Now getting into the actual characters themselves, they're pretty good here, most of them. Yeah, the villain's pretty stereotypical, but you know what? It's a very small thing to nitpick. I do think Wendell and Wild themselves are hilarious and very entertaining, voiced by Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele, of all people, with Vin Rames as their father. Beelzebub? Something like that? It's a play on words of Beelzebub, one of the many names for Satan. So, yeah, it's weird. I think Kat herself is a great character. It's definitely something that we've seen before, so it's not really breaking new ground, but I'm invested in her story, and Lyra Ross, I think your name is. Apologies if I'm butchering your name, but the voice actress who did this character did a great job. She's sassy, she's no nonsense, but deep down inside, around that hard exterior, she's still holding on to that trauma and is still mourning her parents' death. And it's really, it's emotional. This movie will make you emotional, especially if you're someone that can relate to this situation. I think the rest of the characters are mostly fine. I'm not a big fan of Raul. I don't think he's a terrible character, but I don't know, the voice actor, it just didn't have that delivery. It didn't really work for me, personally. I think Raul was definitely the biggest letdown of this movie, especially since he's the secondary protagonist next to Kat herself. I just don't like Raul. I don't. No offense to your voice actress, well, the voice actor who did his voice, but you didn't sound invested and you just sound like you were doing it for a paycheck. No offense. But everyone else is putting in great performances here, and it is very investing all the way around. It's hard to explain this movie without diving into spoilers, which I don't want to do because I really want you guys to see this. But I'll just say that if you're looking for a movie to watch on Halloween, this is a great one. And I'm probably going to end up rewatching it every Halloween from now on, just like I do with Nightmare and Coraline. So, Henry Selick delivers another great film that really dives deep into trauma while also giving some nice adult edge humor that they don't go for low-hanging fruit. There's no fart jokes. There's no toilet jokes. Just no. They don't go for that low-hanging fruit. This is actually well-written, very, very funny writing. Like, the humor pretty much made it for me almost every time. Like, almost every word that came out of Wendell and Wild's mouth was a pun or some kind of remark or retort, and it worked great. Not to mention, Key and Peele themselves have great chemistry here. Which would make sense because they are a comedic duo. This is what they do. This is what they've been doing for years before Jordan Peele became this big horror star. So it would make sense that he would bring the other half of the duo into this. And they're definitely a great part. But I think Kat is definitely the best part of the movie. Because what she goes through is relatable, and it is a bit bizarre and out there, but it's also brutally realistic, because I'm sure there's people that have been in her kind of situation. You know, dealing with grief and dealing with this trauma or this guilt, you know, survivor's guilt, I think they call it. And yeah, this movie can get pretty dark. Like, there are some moments that are gonna leave you pretty disturbed. But it's not, like, disturbed, like, super gory. Like, there's no blood in this movie. It's pretty bloodless. I'm pretty sure if there was blood, it wouldn't have been allowed on Netflix to begin with. I don't know. I don't know the restrictions over there. But this is a great film, in my opinion. And if you guys can see it, definitely see it. Or wait for it to come out on DVD where you can just binge it along with Nightmare on Coraline. That's the way I see it. My final verdict for this movie is a strong 8 out of 10. Nowhere near as good as Nightmare Before Christmas. I still think that is Henry Selick's best work. But this is definitely right up there with Coraline. It's a great film, and it's definitely gonna be a great movie to watch on Halloween. So, yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it, or if you even can see it, because, like I said, Netflix exclusive. Unless you're one of those people that uses secondhand sites. So, do what you do. Do whatever you gotta do to see this movie, and then hopefully sometime next Halloween it'll be out on DVD. So, definitely check this movie out. I definitely recommend it. And it's just another great stop-motion movie from Henry Selick. I've got nothing more to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys for Return to Zombie Island. Till then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.